right after the recent Secret Wars Hydra Cap event, where Iron Man wasn't alive. So I'm interested to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, because Riri was Iron Man.
Was Iron Man at the time.
Yep.
So along with that, I absolutely had to, after I guess like I'm one of like the few people that really liked it, but the Ta-Nehesi Coates run of Black Panther and Black Panther World, I love that.
Yeah, World of Wakanda, that's what it was. But yeah, World of Wakanda, I also really, really like that. And that was Roxanne Gay and Ta-Nehesi Coates. And I understand the people who've grown up with like Black Panther not necessarily liking Ta-Nehesi Coates based off of some of the old Black Panther stuff that I've like seen scans of.
I don't agree. I think you're just wrong.
I'm saying I understand. I'm just saying, yeah, like I don't agree either. But like he is a lot more verbose because he is more used to writing books and articles rather than comics. And a lot of people have issues with that. I also feel like some of the people were, because like the people who said they really like Christopher, I think it was Christopher Priest's run or whatever. One of those people that did like some of the like quote unquote more popular Black Panther runs, that was very hot-happy.
Well, and even then, like I think one of my reasons that I really do enjoy the Ta-Nehesi Coates run of Black Panther is that he's sort of rectifying some of those past ills that happened up to that point.
That's why we liked it. Because it's just like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, so glad they didn't put that part in the movie. So glad they didn't put that part in the movie.
Like him going back.
The Dora Milaje being child brides and like the original quote unquote like adaptation, or not adaptation, but source material for Nakia. We don't need that in the movies. Like Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kevin Feige, if you're listening, please don't put that in.
Well, it already isn't in.
I know. Just making sure that it doesn't come in later and just like, well, they might not put the backstory in, but like they could quote unquote do, if especially since they're bringing in the X-Men, that whole like Nakia goes. We don't need that in that story.
I wouldn't mind like the evil Nakia storyline. I wouldn't mind the evil Nakia storyline because one, Lupita said herself that she wants to do the evil Nakia storyline.
If they do it, they need
different motivation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get there. I just want a different motivation.
Look, our whole marriage was hedging on what he was going to say.
Nakia makes a really good bad guy.
She does. Like, she did a really good job in Us as far as, like, whatever. But, yeah.
See, playing Red?
Yeah. It can't be whatever the fuck that was in the comics.
Her being jealous of, like, the random girl that he fell in love with. Like, that...
Yeah. And at least in this one, though, like, there's an actual, like, relationship in there. So I guess even if they did do the jealousy aspect, it wouldn't be as bad. Versus in the comics, it's just this random 16-year-old, less than that, this grown man and becoming a stalker / trying to be serial killer.
So
there was a lot.
All that to come back to say. Also, like, one of the other things I enjoyed of it was, like, sort of the, I don't know if I'd say the rectification, but the closure. I don't know if you can say closure, but like the handling of the relationship with Aurora between Aurora and T'Challa.
I will say one thing that I liked, and I know other people had issues with this. I like that they showed a more human side of T'Challa, where it's just like, but what I was saying before our air conditioner like so rudely cut us off is I really like the humanization of T'Challa. I understand that people were just like, oh, we want this like confident king and stuff like that. And I'm like, you could be confident and still have lapses in confidence.
And he had failures. He's had quite a few failures.
And I like his internal monologue of like, I don't know if I made the right decision. I don't know if I'm leading this country the right way. I'm like looking for, like basically looking for guidance. So don't get me wrong. I understand people who were fans of Black Panther up until now. This is a stark change. And generally we're all people of like, And I'm saying this as a person who just like anytime there's a change with Storm that I'm not quite a fan of, I get to look and I go and I stare in the camera like, so I get it. And I'm not saying you guys are wrong, but I'm saying why I appreciate it. He's saying you're wrong. And I really liked the fact that, you know, T'Challa was humanized. I liked the fact that, like, the Midnight Angels, which were my favorite part of World of Wakanda, were just like, nah, fuck the system, going on my own, we're in this still shit. I also really like the fact that, like, there is a thing, of course, and like Kanye, when they literally wrote no one man should have all this power, I think they worded it slightly different. I had to I had to go back and read those scenes again and play that because it was just like, that was the evocation of that song. And I understand that, like, you know, some people don't want that turmoil, conflict, and stuff, but I kind of liked it. It humanizes. There's a difference between, like, what some people thought that it was doing, which is kind of like downgrading or denigrating the character, versus to me where it's just like a lot of these internal conflicts he has himself. The people in the country, there's a split, but to be completely honest, that's more realistic. There's not going to be any type of thing where there's like a monarchy or an oligarchy or any type of leader where it's just like everybody 100% agrees that this person should be leader. There was a split. There's a lot of people who still like the way he was leading, even though he was having self-doubt. And I think that was done beautifully with Ta-Nehesi Coates' writing and Roxane Gay's writing, if you were reading both of them at the same time, which we were. But I can understand people who are not used to that, who want to see more confident, more quote-unquote kingly T'Challa, and were upset by that storyline.
Yeah. All that to say, when I saw that Ta-Nehisi Coates was picking up Captain America in the post-Secret Wars events, I was very excited. So...